A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a dramatic turn of events, former President Donald Trump has officially filed a lawsuit against the BBC, seeking a staggering $10 billion in damages. The lawsuit arises from allegations that a documentary aired by the UK public broadcaster misrepresented his remarks made on January 6, 2021, which he claims has severely impacted his political and financial standing. The legal action was initiated in the U.S. District Court for the Southern District of Florida, with Trump's legal team asserting that an edited segment of his speech was manipulated to distort its meaning. The controversy centers around a panorama documentary that aired shortly before the upcoming 2024 U.S. presidential election, focusing on Trump's rhetoric surrounding the events of January 6th. According to the lawsuit, the BBC spliced together different parts of Trump's speech, delivered approximately 55 minutes apart, omitting his calls for peace and thereby creating a misleading narrative that he incited violence at the Capitol. Trump's lawyers argue that this edit has resulted in a portrayal of him that is false, defamatory, deceptive, disparaging, inflammatory, and malicious. The lawsuit includes one count of defamation and another alleging a violation of Florida trade practices law, with Trump seeking $5 billion in damages for each count. The legal filing contends that the BBC should be held accountable in Florida because the documentary was accessible via the BritBox streaming service, despite not being broadcast on U.S. television. This case raises significant questions regarding media accountability and the legal ramifications of editorial decisions, especially in a politically charged environment. Trump's legal team is determined to prove that the edited content meets the threshold for defamation under U.S. law, which typically requires public figures to demonstrate that false information was published with actual malice. The BBC, however, has maintained its stance, expressing strong disagreement with the defamation claims and stating that it had no intention of misleading viewers. Following the controversy, the BBC issued an apology to Trump in November, but declined to offer any financial compensation. The broadcaster's leadership has also faced scrutiny, with both BBC Director General Tim Davie and Head of News Deborah Turnus resigning amid the fallout from the editing scandal. As this case unfolds, it will not only test the boundaries of defamation law, but also the responsibility of media organizations in representing public figures accurately. The outcome could set a precedent for how edited content is treated in legal contexts, particularly when it crosses international borders. Trump has publicly expressed his frustration over the matter, suggesting that the editing may have involved artificial intelligence, further complicating the narrative. As the lawsuit progresses, both sides may engage in discovery, potentially leading to a settlement or a trial. For Trump, this legal battle represents a pivotal moment in his ongoing struggle against perceived media bias and its effects on his public image. For the BBC, it poses significant challenges regarding editorial integrity and its implications in a global media landscape. As we await further developments in this high-stakes legal drama, one thing is clear: the intersection of politics and media continues to be a contentious battleground. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.